Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The father of Poppi Worthington broke down in tears during the inquest into her death when he was asked if he had sexually abused her. The 49-year-old, who has always denied any wrongdoing, refused to answer the question or more than 250 other questions that were put to him. He has maintained his right not to reply under the coroner's inquest rules, which protect witnesses from incriminating themselves. His 13-month-old daughter died in December 2012. From Cumbria, Paul McNamara has this report.
He's the key witness in an inquest it's taken 5 years to arrive at.
This side.
Today, police bundled him into coroner's court wearing a hood to hide his face amid claims of death threats. Paul Worthington fought not to be here. He wanted to give evidence over video link, which was denied, but was allowed to be shielded in court from the public as he was questioned about the death of his 13-month-old daughter. Poppi Worthington died in December 2012. An initial inquest, which lasted just 7 minutes, found her death unexplained. Then in January last year, a family court judge found that, on the balance of probabilities, she was sexually abused by her father shortly before she died. The Crown Prosecution Service decided there wasn't enough evidence to charge Paul Worthington, and he has always denied any wrongdoing. A second inquest opened this week. Yesterday and today, Poppi's father took the stand, the man who was with her in the last moments of her life. Paul Worthington was flanked by 2 police officers as he gave evidence, at times shaking his head, at others breaking down in tears, but for the most part though, he simply answered, "I refer to my previous statements under Rule 22. Rule 22? The rule that says no witness at an inquest is obliged to answer a question which could incriminate themselves. It's highly likely that this was the last opportunity Paul Worthington may ever have to give his version of events of the days surrounding his daughter's death. But over 2 days, question after question, he chose not to answer. In fact, he did that 252 times. Of the few questions he did answer, to describe Poppi: lively, bubbly, the happy one out of the siblings. Mr. Worthington left court the same way he arrived, leaving many to wonder what, if any, impact his short time here had. Well, Paul Worthington wasn't the only person to give evidence today. A number of police officers involved in the investigation also took to the stand. And the running theme of both the questions and the answers were their failures. Failures to secure the crime scene, failures to collect potentially vital evidence like bed sheets and laptops, failures to send samples for testing. In the last hour, the senior officer that day, Amanda Sadler, she finished giving her evidence, and she admitted that she didn't receive essential training into dealing with sudden infant deaths. Now, the coroner says, of course, it's not his role to investigate the police failings, but Paul Worthington's QCs say it is his death to decide whether or not Poppi's death was unlawful, and evidence that could potentially have decided that one way or the other is missing because of those police failings.
Paul McNamara reporting from Cumbria.
I've been